What's going on? My name is Cole Connor. I'm an artist and entrepreneur, and today I want to give you 5 tips for getting camera ready. I'm talking YouTube, shorts, reels, TikToks, vlogs. Let's get into it. What's going on? My name is Cole Connor. I'm an artist and entrepreneur, and I was put here to do 2 things: create and inspire. Thanks for being here. Let's get into it. Number 1, let's talk about the way you sound, how to speak clearly. One of the first things that most of us notice when we film ourselves is the way we sound. We almost always hate it. Fun fact, it's physiological and psychological. Audio recordings translate differently in our brain than when we normally talk to people due to air and internal conductors. Scientific shit. People tend to perceive their voice as much deeper and richer than it actually sounds. You know, like not as cringe as reality. So it sounds differently to us when we hear it, but trust, this is actually how you sound. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all sound weird to ourselves when we listen back. I'm a little bit lucky because I've been rapping and doing videos since I was like 16, 17 years old. I quickly became accustomed to how I naturally sound, and at first I hated it. I mumbled, I sounded country, I just did not like it. So I think I kind of created my voice from around the time I was 16 years old, and I listened back and I hated it. And I just changed it, especially for how it sounds on camera or how I have like business conversations. I speak a little differently than if I'm alone with my girlfriend on the couch watching TV. It's like I hid my accent, and I just have all these different voices. My music voice, my business voice, my video voice. You hear my most real voice when I mumble on the day-to-day basis. So I guess what I'm saying is that it just takes practice. I've had tons of cringe videos and songs and everything in between. I mean, so many. If you even check back on this channel, some of the first videos, it doesn't sound quite right. Yo, what's going on? It's Cole Connor. I'm an artist and entrepreneur. And this past week, it's just how it goes. You can't let that hold you back from your creative and entrepreneurial journeys. Push through the cringe, practice on your camera voice, and it will get better. Number 2, confidence and authenticity when you're speaking to the camera. Once you can swallow the sound of your voice, it's now very important to bring on-screen confidence to your voice and your presence. Why? Because uncomfortability shines through 10x on the camera. Please believe me that if you are uncomfortable, we will all know. And it makes other people feel uncomfortable when you're uncomfortable and we're watching a video of you uncomfortable. Now we're all uncomfortable. You may not love the way you look. Like right now, I'm looking at myself here. You know, I think I look all right, but my hair's kind of bothering me a little bit. The way I'm bending over, I'm like not super good about. I don't like how my hair is hitting here at the top. Like I think I could look better. You know, I think I could make myself look better. But you won't always look perfect. This is the reality when you're walking down the street too. There's always going to be this or that, but we're the ones that notice. Most people don't. Much like your voice, just push past the way you look. As long as you do the best you can do, that's all you can ask for. And when it comes to speaking, I think the best way to speak to a camera is like you're actually talking to a person right in front of you, a potential client or a friend, whoever you're talking to in your videos. Pretend like you're speaking to them. If you're giving tips or advice, speak with confidence like the expert you are. Look people in the eye, but not too much. Like I don't have to stare at the camera 24/7. I can look over here, because that's what I do in an actual conversation. I'm looking over here thinking about what I'm going to say, and then I look back, and I think that's a natural thing to do. Use the same quirks and mannerisms that make you. Don't be afraid to laugh, joke, smile, wink, be authentic. People watch our videos or follow us or work with us because they love us. They like us. They are inspired by us, or maybe think that we can teach or help them. So you don't have to be fake. You don't have to have this persona or be a certain way. Just act as you normally would, and please just don't feel like you have to pretend, because you don't. We are not acting here. We're being real, and more than ever, that's what people want. They want realness. So let's give it to them. Once you perfect and practice those 2 things, really the next step is making sure that your filming process is easier for you. You don't want to dread filming, at least I don't. But sometimes if I don't properly plan, I hate it because it feels rushed. It feels like it takes longer than it should, and it's just not a fun process, and I think it should be. So let's get into how to optimize these processes so that you can film consistently without spending too much time on it. Number 3, scripting and research. My number one thing really to get the best videos filmed is always to script and do proper research. Like right now, I am reading off of a script word for word. Sometimes I go off script, but I always make sure that everything that I want to say is in the script so I don't miss anything. I want everything to make sense. When I used to make videos that were just outlined, it felt like I would ramble a lot, and I would leave the filming session feeling like I sounded like an idiot, and I didn't really provide as much value as I could have provided or told the best story that I could tell. If you're better with outlines, that's okay. I tend to be a better writer. It helps me to get my thoughts together. I mean, rambling has its place, so if you prefer improving your thoughts, go for it. It may work for you, just not for me. Same as with anything else, it's always best to be as prepared as possible. So make sure that your outline and script is solid by putting in the proper research, if it requires, so that you can tell the most impactful story and provide the most value. I use Notion to script all of my videos, but you can use any helpful tool, even if it's the notes section on your iPhone, whatever floats your boat. I'll go into depth on Notion another time to show you exactly how I break it down. Number 4, batch filming. With any type of videos you're creating, whether it's vlogs, tutorials, reactions, it helps tremendously to set aside time, bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, to batch film your videos. When I say batch, I mean filming multiple videos at the same time. If you're posting one video a week, you could film 4 videos for the whole month in one sitting, and you don't have to get prepared mentally and physically to film but once a month. That can save you a lot of time, energy, stress, all the things. If you're doing a TikTok or reel a day, you could shoot 7 in one day. Or you could do 2 days a week, 4 and 3, so that you don't always have to get into that mentality. For me, I have different zones that I get into. Some days it's writing, some days it's grinding, some days it's shooting. Because filming multiple videos takes it out of me, I try to film when I don't have any appointments or barely anything going on, so I can put all of my energy into the videos. And I like to film when I'm completely fresh in the mornings and I'm not tired. Depending on what you're filming, a video can take anywhere from 10 minutes to multiple days, or weeks if you're doing short films. So what I'm saying is everything that you can film by sitting in front of the camera talking, just do it all in one day. Pack it in, get organized. It just helps so much. I know it won't always work out this way, but just do it when you can. Like today, for example, I only am filming this one video, mainly because I just don't feel like filming anymore, and I've got other things going on today, so I don't really want to rush the other ones when I'm not really feeling it. This is the one that I really wanted to get done, so I'm here making sure it's done. If you haven't checked out my DIY YouTube space video, like where I'm sitting, how I made it happen, make sure to check that one out. I'll put it here. It'll help give you some ideas about how to create a space where you can film consistently, if that's what you're looking for. The final tip for today is equipment-wise, making it easy as possible to film. I talk about this a little bit also in my DIY video. I literally just have a mic, a camera, and a ring light, and that just is really easy to set up. I don't need multiple things. The quality is fantastic just with these 3 things. Some people watching this, you may be hiring someone to help you film, but I think the majority of us film ourselves. I've done both, and as a creative, I personally enjoy filming myself. But what I don't enjoy is setting up a bunch of equipment. That's why these 3 things really it just makes it easy. When I have to set a bunch of things up and it takes too long, it just is another excuse of why can't do it today, I can't film today, I can't do it. We want to eliminate all those excuses. So really my advice is just to make this process as seamless as possible. Keep a tripod and filming light in your filming area, so that way you just have to plug it in, move it slightly to get it in the right position. If you have the ability, just leave it in the same place all the time, so you literally just have to come in the room, sit, press record and you know the lighting is going to be good. You could even keep some of this stuff in your car if you like to film on the road. The bottom line is you don't need a bunch of equipment. I just highly recommend going to check out that DIY YouTube video for exactly what I'm using. I mean, you can even use a window if you don't have a light. All right, guys, that's it for me today. My name is Cole Connor. I'm an artist and entrepreneur. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to check out some of the other videos if you're interested in learning more, or you can go to coleconnor.com/blog. I think you're ready to hop in front of the camera and get filming. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. I'll catch you next time.
Every day I wake up with a vision, cooking in the kitchen, ain't no fucking in a mission, like, yo. Shaking up your city with my bitchin', soda in the building, and the motherfucker fishing, like, whoa. Cole won't stop till they get that gold, Cole won't stop till you sing my song.